What's up guys, Jettwheat here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly to use a spinnerbait and the tips and the secrets to catching fish and bigger fish on spinnerbaits. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to be using a white spinnerbait. Basically, what you do, start off, you got to have a color white or chartreuse or a little bit of both in there. And I have white. Never use black, never use red, never use none of that. Use white or chartreuse or both. Like if it has a little bit of white, a little bit of chartreuse, use that. Alright, second, alright, what you do is you got to have Colorado blades. Now you can never use willow leaf blades. Never always use Colorado, because look, they have more vibration and they still got flash, so it does not matter. And so you got to use that. And the third and final tip to using spinnerbait is cut the skirt. Okay, cut it. Now you might be wondering, like, what the heck, why? All right, now this is an ancient old secret that not a lot of people really realize, but what you got to do is you got to cut it. So you take the skirt and you cut it down to where it's right below the hook. So mine's a little long, but it still works. You don't want it super long. Mine's a lot longer. You don't want it like right below the hook. I cut it like a little too, I mean, it's a little long, but I mean, it's about right. A little shorter and it'd be perfect, but I mean, it's close enough. So you cut it down even with the hook, and that is how you do it. And so you do that so that it runs better, you miss less fish, and it looks better too. And all in all, you will catch more fish. So where I'm at is a pond that we're building a trophy bass pond right over there, but right here is the original pond, and it's overpopulated. That's why we keep the fish out of it, because it's way overpopulated. We need to keep about 50 bass out of here every year, or 50 pounds of bass every year. That's what I'm doing. So if you guys do not see releases, don't see me put any fish back, that's why. But over there, it's got stock last year, so next year it will be ready to fish. There's 1 pounders in there, but there's really nothing like anything really good or decent. So there's some decent ones, but there's nothing real big. But eventually there will be some trophy bass in there, 100% guarantee it. See, look, watch. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna cast, okay? And so this is like a farm. You guys didn't know that. And so I'm gonna cast. I'll probably catch one 1 pounder, maybe. There's a lot of structure in this pond, so there's going to be some giant bass in there. Oh, I just missed one. It was too small. I'm also kind of just checking, you know, seeing if there's fish in here, and like if there's anything bigger than 15 inches, because I mean, I don't think there is, but I mean, there possibly is. So, and this one is big enough that I might actually put a boat in here eventually next year. So next year you guys are going to see some insane like videos of me catching some big fish here. Be ready next year. And I just missed one. Here's one. It's a pretty good one. Not bad, not bad. Look how healthy they are. They look so healthy. Like, that's why I love this, but I don't fish it a lot. I just check it like this. Like, I'm probably gonna go back to the other one. These fish are so healthy, and I release them so like clean too. Like, I don't chuck them in there or anything. This one is gonna be the pond that I regulate the most. Now that pond over there, I want it to be nice too, so that we can fish both and have some, you know, variety, because that pond behind me, you know, I mean, I might get tired of this one eventually. I don't know, but for now, I'm gonna go back to this other pond, catching bigger fish. I know it's a hassle, but every time you have a couple nicks, or at least even maybe even one nick in your line, like every time you get a nick in your line or a fray, you gotta retie, because that is the reason people lose fish. They don't realize it because they don't check their line enough or whatever, but they lose a fish and like, why the heck did I break off? My knot was good. Well, did you check your line for frays or nicks? No. So most likely you missed it because you had a fray in your line, because I just missed one. He hit it and I wasn't even paying attention, bruh. Are you kidding me? There he is. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh no, he got in the moss. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes sir. All those people that say, oh, you shouldn't keep fish, it's bad, it's hard, that sucks. Like, I hate keeping fish too, but you have to do what you gotta do to regulate it. It's a pond. You don't have, it's not a lake where you have tons of other people keep fish. In lakes, never keep fish. I never do. But in this pond, particularly, I do. Now, they love it. Like, honestly, they love, I don't know, like something about the white and the Colorado blade makes a totally difference. Because if I had a willow leaf, I might have only caught one fish, or I might have caught zero. I don't know. Willow leaf blade works, but not nearly as good. Like, always Colorado. That's just, now you'll see me use willow leaf blades like in Cumberland to imitate a shad, but I always have one of these where it has a willow leaf and then a tiny little Colorado right there, because you got to have vibration. I never have two willow leaves, and two willow leaves just doesn't work as good. Like, it just doesn't. It just plain flat out doesn't work as good. You got to have at least one Colorado. I recommend two, but sometimes I don't have one with Colorado blades, because I go to Dick's sometimes and like they don't have any Colorado blade ones. They have one with willow leaf and a Colorado, or one with two willow leaves, but they never have one with two Colorados. I don't understand why. Like, there's something about it. I just do not know what it is. They have like a problem with, I don't know why they don't have them. There's one. It's a small one. I don't know if it's even a keeper. That's probably not a keeper. Yep, that's not a keeper. I keep between 12 and 15 inch bass. Dang, that's a tiny one. Yep, that's not even a 12 incher. Nope, not even a 12 incher. That's small. That one was not big. I'm letting it sink a little more and it works. So you just got to figure out what works. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just a tad deeper than this thing runs, because if you just take this thing and cast it as soon as you get it, like in the water, then it will stay like right below the water. But if you let it sink a little bit, it's working. That's what they've been hitting right now, letting it sink a little bit. So, because it swims like right below the surface. As soon as it hits the water, you start reeling it. But if you just let it sink a little bit, it swims a little deeper, and then, so I'm pretty sure they're right on its moss, like, because it's hot outside, so they're going under there for shade and cover, so it's a little bit cooler under there because of shade. So, if I'm not mistaken, and there's one. That's a pretty good one. It's not a bad fish. It's not a bad fish. It's a skinny guy. Dang, yep, I'm keeping that one. That's definitely, let's just measure it, you know, just to make sure. Now, how I measure it, I don't carry around a measuring tool in my tackle box. So what I do is from my wrist to my elbow is about 12 inches. So if it's that size or bigger, which that's about 13 inches. Nah, it might be about 11, but it's another 1 pounder, so we're keeping that one. Always, I like to put them in something like this, because I used to put them in buckets, but they spoil or they get bad. So I put them in a basket like that, and it keeps them good. It keeps them good, and they don't like go bad, because like you think, what, fish spoiling? Yeah, I left the bucket out one time for a while. Someone cleaned them and they had worms in them. So I mean, I think they get bad over time. And so that is about 31 pounds kept out here so far, because I said 29 for you guys. So once I hit the 50 mark, I'm gonna stop. No more fish are being kept out here this year. And so once I get it down, it'd be good. Like, you guys might be thinking I'm stupid, but I know what I'm doing. It might be good if the fish, like, it gets a low population of bass, so that the bluegill can repopulate, get bigger, and so then those bass can get big, and they don't have a lot of competition. So like, because when it's overpopulated, they have a lot of competition with the food, other bass getting their food, other bass spawning there, etc., etc. So what you got to do is you got to keep a lot, and if it gets overpopulated, it wouldn't be bad. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good fish. No, it is just fighting like crazy. Never mind, I thought it was a lot better. We cook these fish too. We don't just let them go to rot, because I mean, I hate doing that. Like, if you get something like an animal, like you kill it, you want to use it for something good. That's about 12 inches. About 12 inches, guys. So that is about a pound. About a pound. Might be right under a pound, but it's about a pound, so I'm gonna count it. Going over to this bigger pond, the one that I'm not regulating yet because we just stocked it last year. and I'm gonna try and catch, see if there's anything in there. Like, I'm gonna see if there's anything decent size in there. So I'm gonna literally fish around that entire pond, see if there's anything half decent in there, and it's not just a 1 pounder. So hopefully there's more than just 1 pounders in here. Who knows? We'll see. I think there's only 1 pounders, but I don't know. There is. Oh, what? There is. That's a decent sized one. Oh my, that's a good one. See, that is a chunk of a bass. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's picture worthy right there, son. Asked a couple times. Hopefully there's another one over here just like it. But that was a really good fish, especially for this pond. Like, there's one. It's another, what the, oh, okay, I thought that was a crappie for a second. That's another chunky fish. These fish are so healthy. That is what I like about this pond. The day is over. We are out. We destroyed the bass with the spinnerbait. Like, it was awesome. Now the day's not over, but my fishing day is. The goal of this video is to show you guys a little bit about spinnerbaits, give you guys some tips, and also catch some bass, and kind of explain a little bit of why I'm keeping the bass out of that pond and stuff, and how to build a trophy bass pond. So if you guys enjoy it, like always, drop a like on today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.